And away we go. Here comes the screen. Curry to Kemba Walker. From long range. Missed it. To Harden. Ferocious slam inside.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Paul George to Curry. Deep left corner. George to Adetokunbo. Has a look. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. Nothing going here on that drive. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his goal.
His first effort off the mark. To Harden. And stuffs it home.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Paul George to Adetokunbo.
I got him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Here's Harden with the rock. To Davis.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Probing the defense. To James. Highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Paul George with a piece. James lets it fly from beyond the arc with James Harden. Muscle memory gets it to go. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Anthony Davis. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Monster stuff.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Hold on. Defense, let's go.
15-footer at the buzzer. That's all for this entertaining first quarter of the NBA All-Star Game. Jay and I return after this. 1 quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Driving right to the basket. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots each and every one of them.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Giannis in control of the basketball. Right now, down 7 to Walker. Knocked loose. Kemba Walker. Harden's on him. Throws it up. It was right there. Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Curry not getting the bounce. Kevin Durant has it. He's 2 for 2 now. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
George, short jumper, off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Giannis with it up top. Trailed by 11. Curling inside. Count the basket at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Deep. KD follows up with the putback slam.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Walker into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Nice pass to get things going.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You can put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. LeBron James here against Steph. Shakes free and hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Deep three at the buzzer.
The West All-Stars dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the West. The East All-Stars have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the East All-Stars. Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. KD with the rock. To James. Irving. Kevin Durant. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Walker to Paul George. And the rebound taken in by Davis. To James. Kyrie Irving for 2, and 2 points to the board. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
To George. Paul George. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Irving. To Davis, down low. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Anthony Davis knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
Welcome, shooter.
George to Embiid.
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his group together and talk it all through. Mike Malone wants some reinforcements. New personnel onto the floor. Lillard to Leonard. Here comes the screen. James. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That's me, I got it.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. Fourth quarter getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball first. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then
Curry into the front court. Down by 15. Fires the 3.
that'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Lillard matched up with the 2-time MVP. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Runner's good there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lillard takes aim at Steph Curry. Leonard to James. Nothing going here on that drive. To Lillard. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, Get to the free throw line. See the ball go in the hole.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll regroup before the action continues. Mike Malone will change up his lineup.
Don't take it light on him. Go at him. It's nothing. Go at him.
James against Paul George. To Irving. Gets it in the left corner. Durant. Shot clock winding down. Davis doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Embiid, good for two.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive.
Fist, come get the screen.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Just off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Cleans it up. Joel Embiid. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
Now whistle. Intentional foul comes with 24 seconds left in the game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Curry. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now 4 for 6.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
And here's an intentional foul. That's free throws. Clock stops with 13 seconds to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. We get a whistle and a timeout as they will get together and talk things over. Anthony Davis with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second.